The siren screamed through my open window at 2 a.m., red lights strobing across the ceiling like a warning I refused to read. I was scrubbing burnt lasagna off a pan, alone again, while Mark's side of the bed stayed cold. His phone had gone straight to voicemail for the third night running. Then my cell buzzed on the counter. "Mrs. Lang." The voice cracked. "County General. Your husband's been in a collision. Trauma ward. Come now." The pan clattered into the sink, water splashing my bare feet. I didn't feel it. I was already running. Rain hammered the windshield as I sped through empty streets, knuckles white on the wheel. Every red light mocked me. "Stay with me, Mark." I begged the dark, as if the universe still listened to wives. The hospital loomed, all glass and fluorescent dread. I skidded to the desk, soaked, shaking. "Mark Lang, where?" The charge nurse's eyes flicked to the double doors, then to a supply alcove. "Before you go in," she whispered, "step behind the screen. Trust me." Confusion clawed at me, but her grip on my wrist was iron. I slipped into the shadows. Through a slit in the vinyl partition I saw him. Tubes, bruises, chest rising too slowly. My knees buckled. Then I saw her. A woman perched on the stool, manicured fingers stroking his cheek, murmuring words I couldn't catch. Mark's hand lifted, found hers squeezed. The air left my lungs. Sophia, his executive coordinator, the one who scheduled his client dinners that ended at dawn. She wore the silk scarf he'd brought home from Milan, the one he swore was for me. Sophia leaned in, lips brushing his ear. "You promised you'd leave her this month." His answer was faint, but the monitor didn't lie. His pulse quickened for her, not me. The nurse's breath warmed my neck. "I'm sorry, Mrs. Lang. Walk in now, and you'll only see what he wants you to see." I pressed a fist to my mouth to keep the sob silent. When Sophia finally left, heels clicking like a countdown, I counted to 10, then stepped into the room. Mark's eyes fluttered open. "Lila." Surprise, then something that might have been shame. "You came?" I forced my voice steady. "Always." I took the hand that had just held hers. It felt like borrowing a stranger's skin. For weeks, I played the perfect wife. Chicken broth at noon, fresh pillows at night, smiles that never reached my eyes. Sophia breezed in with project updates, her perfume choking the room. Mark's gaze softened for her the way it once had for me. "Lila, could we have 5 minutes?" he asked one afternoon. I nodded, serene. "Take 10. In the hallway, the nurse slipped me a coffee. "You're scaring me with how calm you are." I smiled into the steam. "Good." At home, I cracked his cloud account. Same lazy password. Our wedding date. Months of messages spilled out. Heart emojis at 1 a.m., hotel keys, selfies in beds that weren't ours. I saved every pixel. When Mark came home in a wheelchair, I pushed him over the threshold like a queen rolling out the red carpet for her own execution. He gripped my hand. "I don't deserve you." My thumb brushed his knuckles. "No," I agreed. "You don't." The trap snapped shut on a Tuesday. I scheduled a signature meeting at the firm, told him it was for the lake house refinance. He arrived in his best suit, tie straight, hope in his eyes. Across the conference table sat Victor Lang, Sophia's husband, senior partner, and the man who signed Mark's bonus checks. I slid the dossier forward. Printed chats, expense reports, a sonogram Sophia had sent Mark captioned, "Our oops." Victor's jaw locked. Sophia was summoned. She froze in the doorway, mascara already smudged. Mark reached for my hand. I let him grasp air. I stood. "Enjoy the lake house," I told them. I kept the ocean. Then I walked out, heels steady, heart finally quiet. For months later, the papers were signed. I took the dog, the savings, and the name I'd earned. Mark's voicemails piled up. Tears, promises, threats. I deleted them unheard. I bought a weathered Cape Cod 10 steps from the tide. Mornings tasted of brine and coffee. Nights smelled of cedar and freedom. Then County General called again. Sophia this time, dehydrated, panic attacks, marriage in ashes. Victor had taken the firm, the condo, the future. The nurse met me in the lobby. Room 318. You sure? I nodded. Through the window, Sophia lay small against white sheets, eyes fixed on nothing. No victory surged in me, only the hush of waves I'd learned to carry inside. I pressed my palm to the glass. You won the battle, I whispered, and lost the war. Then I left her to the beeping dark. That evening I walked the shoreline barefoot, sunset bleeding gold across the water. The nurse, Claire now, friend now, joined me with 2 beers. To women who rebuild, she toasted. I clinked her bottle. To curtains that save us. The tide curled around my ankles, warm, forgiving. Somewhere behind me a life had ended in a hospital bed. Ahead, the horizon stretched endless. I breathed it in, salt and second chances, and for the first time the ache was only memory.